All right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to our second matchup of the night as we are heading into a spicy league here. We're heading to the Challenger League where things are going down. Things are going down. Before I introduce my co-caster here, I got to give a couple of quick shout outs here. Shout out to Arkanator52 for tier 1 sub and also gifting one sub out to the community. So much love to Arkanator for that. And yeah, with that being said, we got to introduce this matchup: Snowstorm versus Motion. I've got the one and only C Biscuit in the booth with me. Biscuit, I could not tell you the last time we've casted together, but it's good to see you. Good to have you in the booth for this play in action.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you either, Rocker Man. Honestly, it's probably been over a season, but I'm excited to be back under the watchful eye of our Lord and Savior Rocker Man.
You're too kind. You're too kind, Biscuit. But yeah, we do have a great matchup here coming our way tonight. Snowstorm versus Motion. A lot of great players on these rosters. I know there's been some roster shakeups here. What can you kind of tell us about these two rosters heading into this 9 versus 10 matchup?
Well, admittedly, as someone who's been AFK as a caster this season for the most part, I am lucky enough in this one to see a bunch of names I actually recognize. To start with, not little but kind of big name. Got Magic Pepperoni here for Snowstorm, one of my preferred casters for a while. I enjoyed him in media. Always a great player. Kovalchuk, a long-standed player here in Nemesis. Actually, someone as a GM I wanted to pick up at one point. And then going over to Motion here, I see Big C Dubs, still one of the greatest stories in Nemesis history. Ask Bagels about it if you want to. And then LK, a previous MVP, I believe, for the Challenger League,
I
which
don't
his
think
name has
I,
been
I think
changed
I don't think he
to
was MVP. He was a champion from last season on the Raptors.
champion. Sorry. Thank you for the correction. My bad. Lord and Savior. Thank you.
I got you, got you. But yeah, these lineups are looking pretty spicy. Like you said, a lot of good names in this one. I'm very curious to see how it all shakes out because I mean, Snowstorm, they had a lot of hype around them. Some of it built up by themselves, some of it built up by the league. And Motion, they haven't had the best season, just missed out on the division win. But Biscuit, it all comes down to this when you got in the postseason, in the play-ins here, in this 9 versus 10 matchup. They win tonight, and they are going on Saturday night to face my team in Ascension. And if they lose, they're going home. So a lot is on the line here once you get into the postseason.
And all you gotta do is make it to the dance, right? Any sport, you just gotta make it there. It doesn't matter if you make it in the bottom or the top. Everyone's playing, and everyone has a chance. That's what makes like college basketball so exciting itself, even
Yeah,
comparatively.
for sure, for sure. Looks like we got to back out of that server. We're gonna get that one remade. So we're working on it. Bear with us here, but yeah, you're exactly right. All that matters is that you make it into the show here. And these two teams, technically, they made it in the show. Once you're in the postseason, you got a chance to win it all. You just got to win out here for them. And it all starts tonight with this matchup, and we'll see who can take it all the way. But as we're kind of waiting, I got to give another couple of shout outs as we do at the beginning. We are 10 followers away from 2,000 followers on the channel. So if you guys aren't following the channel, click that follow button. You might be the 2,000 follower here. And you guys can follow us along as we go through the postseason all the way to the grand finals here over the next couple weeks. Like a lot of great action, not only tonight but coming up. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys go ahead and follow that. And also, we got that new discount code. Use the code playoffs in the Nemesis merch store. You get 10% off of your Nemesis merch. So gotta throw that out there as well. But yeah, looks like we got the teams in the lineup, Biscuit, or in the lineup in the lobby here. So I got to bring it to you here. We talked a little about these lineups here. We talked about who's playing. We got to know who you're taking, Biscuit. Who's winning this one? Who's going on this Saturday night to take on Ascension?
I think I'm going with Snowstorm so I can see a revenge story. I know Pep and Kovalchuk have played in your org, I'm pretty sure, at one point. So I think the story on that's very exciting to see them come up against their old GM coming from the Snowstorm end. So I'm gonna go Snowstorm, think 3-1. We'll see what LK can do, but I think he gets him a game maybe.
All right. Well, we were going to have to see the predictions. It's very split. There's 61,000 on Motion, 55,000 on Snowstorm there. And it looks like we are going to get things underway here in this matchup here as we have Snowstorm in the blue with Yukio Takeda, Magic Pep, and Jex And then Motion in the purple there with big C-dubs, X Rage 32 and LK, the new member on the roster there. So we're about to see, and starting off the bat, there he is. People were talking about him, and he is here to play.
I come out swinging in a great pop-up by a big C Dubs, putting it high above the backboard. Magic Pep trying to pre-jump squishy save, not quite able to make it. LK sliding it bottom right. We're getting started fast here, Rocket Man, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, that one's huge too, and I heard a lot of people hyping up this pickup here. Okay, he kind of sat on the free agent pool for a while. Despite being a champion from last season, I don't know if it was his schedule that wasn't working out or what it may be, but he's on our roster now, and when you're a previous champion in the same league, it's a surprise that he hasn't been picked up, and obviously he's going to be the one to watch out on Motion.
Yeah, definitely someone to watch, and obviously putting his footprints on this game early, and we'll see if he can keep it up, or sometimes you start off hot and you slow down. I'm a big proprietor for being a hot starter but slow finisher.
Hey, it happens sometimes. Not all of us. Well, I mean, you did still end up winning a couple of championships. So I mean, but I guess that point applies now. It was a while ago, so maybe slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, we're washed now. This gets washed now.
We're washed now.
We're gonna have that first overall pick for Hydra. Here we go.
There we go. You love to see it for sure. Here is this one. Still a 1-0 ball game. LK with the only goal here as Motion trying to put some pressure back. Snowstorm both on the backboard there. Magic gonna be the one to dive on it. This one sent off to the side. Jex on the dribble trying to make something happen, but that one is cleared away. And we're about 2 minutes in here. Still a 1-0 ball game. LK was the only one able to put that one in the back of net, but not a lot of shots in this one quite yet here. As I say that, LK with the shot, it's gonna go in again. He's got 2 in 2 minutes.
Yeah, this mid-court control right now by this Motion roster is honestly deafening. It's keeping Snowstorm in their half. Snowstorm attempting to bang the ball out, but everywhere they hit the ball, it appears a Motion player is there. And LK so far the beneficiary of 2 goals because of that type of play.
Yeah, their pressure has been great so far. And here comes LK dribbling it down the pitch here off the backward opportunity, but that one saved away by Yukio. And Motion looking to do something. Magic Pepperoni with the flip reset, but Motion, 2 defenders able to get to it and clear that one away. Motion on that 2-0 lead. Snowstorm gonna get that clear away from Magic. Off the backboard, LK does. This one, a touch out by Jex, sent back into the Motion half. They're trying to make some magic happen on the offensive end, but it's cleared away to the side here. Off the backboard, Yukio looking to pass it down, trying to find Magic, but LK, they're on the denial, looking out for a teammate and Rage. And this one, still a 2-0 ball game. LK shooting towards net, but Yukio makes a last-ditch save. And Motion here, I hadn't played Motion since the very beginning. As here comes another shot, X Rage gonna put it in, but they are looking so good right now.
Yeah, they are just controlling the game right now. I mean, it's not often you see a team just kind of control every aspect of the game front to back, but defensively they've been on lock. Offensively, they're taking quality shots. A few good saves coming out by the Snowstorm roster, but this is a scary start if you're a Snowstorm fan. Not saying they can't win, but they need to figure out a way to get through this smothering Motion defense.
Yeah, they really do. And I mean, Snowstorm, they've had some good performance. This is one of these teams in the Challenger League I've heard a lot of talk about throughout the season as going to be a competitor, going to be a contender for the championship. But the last couple weeks they haven't found what they were looking for with their lineup. A couple flops here and there from them, but they're trying to bounce back here and make something happen. And with 1:30 left, they're gonna have to find 3 goals here. Otherwise, they're gonna be looking at having to fight back in game number 2.
They got to fight back hard too, and I think if I had to give a tidbit of thought, maybe some midfield passing, Doomsy dishes maybe would have worked there, honestly. But a few midfield passes, top bin shots. Never mind. I can't talk about anything they score when I do every time. I swear.
Hey, well, that's a top bin shot. You ask and you shall receive. That one sniped all the way in the top right. Look at the shot. Jack's placement hitting the bar and in. Just absolutely couldn't be better placed by him. And Jex, he is the one that I'd be watching out for on the Snowstorm end to be the pop-off player. And if Jex is playing well, usually Snowstorm is playing well, and that's a good sign to give yourself some momentum here. And 1:08 is a lot of time to find 2 goals.
a lot of time, but entirely possible. We have an opportunity here. It's Magic Pep not quite able to reach it.
Yeah, it's 55 seconds left. Motion. They're gonna have to make. They're gonna have to hold on here, trying to stall away the time. Here comes Rage, looking for a fake there. Gonna find a 50 in his zone. Big C-Dubs looking to take control. Happy to waste this time. Gonna find a booming clear. Snowstorm. They know they gotta commit here with 40 seconds left. Trying to find two. Trying to get aggressive. Here comes Magic Pep shooting towards the net, but Big C-Dubs there in time on the defensive end. This one shot on net. LK with a huge save, picking up that savior medal. And as this one goes down, Snowstorm gonna need a miracle here to find 2 goals in 20 seconds. This motion is suffocating here. Jex with no boost. Big C-Dubs up in the air. Will be 50'd out. Here comes Magic with a 50. They need to find something here. This one pops up. It's wide open. Yukio. But oh my goodness, LK on the demo. He saves it away with that demo. And he's going to lock up that game for his team. I thought it was a for sure goal there, Biscuit. But LK, he is having a performance in game 1.
Yeah, what a demo. That was that might have been the difference between a potential overtime there or at least some momentum moving into game 2 for this Snowstorm roster. You feel a lot better losing in a 3-2 versus a 3-1, especially getting the last 2 goals of that match. But okay, he just said, no, we're going to keep this 2-goal lead and finish with more momentum on our end moving into match 2 of this best of 5.
You know, and Biscuit, and for me, if I was a Snowstorm team and I'm like, oh, we're finally gonna get a goal, it's seemingly open net, you get demoed at the very last second, I would be a little bit tilted maybe after that one. That one's a tough one to swallow at the end, especially with the way LK came out and performed, you know, being the new guy on the roster, and he really just kind of, I mean, maybe surprised some people, maybe surprised Snowstorm, and led Motion to 3-1 victory.
Yeah, and yeah, honestly, that's a controller through the monitor moment if I've ever seen one. Frog, man. I'm not gonna lie. I might just like unplug the PC and call it a night. I don't know. Find the sub because that's definitely demoralizing. And you're right on the LK situation. I mean, you leading goals and saves, you're doing it on both ends for your team. It's a huge pickup. It's a huge pickup to have a player that can do both.
Yeah, definitely. And with Motion, like I said, they hadn't had the best season, finished at 8-10 in the regular season, but like you mentioned, it's all about what you can do at the very end. And we've seen teams make those late postseason runs time after time again. I think last season we had 4 teams where the 7th seed or lower make that run and get to the grand finals. So it's all possible here once you get to the postseason. And Motion trying to prove just that, but this is a long series here. It is a best of 5, and Snowstorm, they're not the type of team to go away quietly here. They will definitely be battling back here in game 2 as here comes Magic. Gonna send this one in, Rage. Gonna clear it off to the side, Yukio making a turn. Gonna find a little bit of an awkward touch, a little bit of a double commit comes through. Yukio trying to get it down. Motion not able to get that one away, and it's a slow start here. Motion seeming to try to take things very, very slow in their zone.
Yeah, and admittedly, I think it's partially because Snowstorm's playing a little more in the midfield this time, a little more in control of the ball. I haven't seen quite as many just giveaway touches as we'd seen in match 1, which is a good adjustment for them. I'd like to think, since I've given replay reviews to Magic Pep, it was him who gave that advice, but someone hopefully was in their ear telling him, hey guys, let's take a little bit of control of the ball because we're just giving them free goals by giving the ball away over and over. Oh, this might be...
Now one almost won as well as Snowstorm. They just sat there. That ball was going off the backboard, and they both 2 defenders just sat and then said, "Well, good luck, I guess." But unfortunately, Motion, they were not able to capitalize on that one. This game is still tied 0-0, but here comes Big C-Dubs looking to take it under. It's a fake. It drops down. Snowstorm, super awkward there. A couple of missed touches, and Motion, they're again not able to capitalize as they are also playing patient, and this is a completely different game here in game 2. Both these teams maybe Biscuit understanding the magnitude and importance of this second game.
Yeah, game 2 is such a pivotal game for both teams. Obviously, the team that won, you're trying to get on match point, give yourself as many moments, room for error, I guess is the word I'm trying to use here. As much room for error as possible, right? You can lose a few more games if you get that 2-0 lead. And quite the opposite for the other team. You don't want to go down 2-0. It's a hard road to reverse sweep anytime, let alone when you're in the playoffs. As someone who has been involved in a reverse sweep in the playoffs doing it, it is one of the most high stress things you can ever do, and There's only been 2, I think, ever in Nemesis history. It's not something that happens every day, so you don't want to go down 0-2.
Yeah, you definitely do not. And you referenced the playoffs. Those are best of sevens. Reverse sweeps do happen in these best of fives, which are the play-ins, but even still, your point stands. It is very, very difficult to bring those back with all the pressure that's on the line. And both these teams definitely feeling it here in this game number 2 as Motion trying to take a 2-0 lead in this series. Snowstorm hoping to battle back, find something here. As this one, an opportunity. Yukio looked like Magic was waiting out for a pass, but neither the defenders from Snowstorm wanted to go after it. This ball awkward off the backboard. It's pinched dangerously, but Magic gonna find it clear. Here comes LK looking for the shot, but it's gonna go off to the side. And I mean, it's a low-scoring affair, and I mean, Biscuit, I mentioned it before. We can see why these two teams they're just waiting on each other's mistakes, and no one. I don't know what happened. I mean, I think both of them maybe had the same idea, like you mentioned. Just let's play slow. Let's see if we capitalize on a mistake.
Yeah, really looking for some counterattack opportunities. I've seen it out of Yukio and a few times at LK where they'll kind of leave the defensive half hoping to catch them in a overcommit by the other team. And just so far, neither team really able to find that overcommit. As I say, this might be the overcommit we're looking for. Okay.
Yep, and there it is. LK gonna put it in the back of the net. The long goal there, just shooting it in. Yukio, you just not able to get back, and there it is, Biscuit. As you mentioned, the long goal comes through, and the overcommit was found there by Motion, and it's LK yet again here, putting up a big goal here for his team, and you know we can hype him up. He's performing. He's performing here, and it's a 1-0 lead here now for Motion.
Yeah, he gets all the hype now. I mean, he's broke the ice on both games, which is ironically funny to me because he's playing Snowstorm. But LK really has shown up for his team, and you know, those late season pickups, you said it earlier, and I'll say it again, they can be huge for a team if you can find that gem that maybe was busy, didn't have time to play, and was kind of a no-touch list, and then you find out he's available first, and that can be the missing puzzle piece that gives some of these lower seeds teams the opportunity to move forward to maybe even grand finals. Who knows?
Yeah, definitely. It's happened before. We saw, as I mentioned, it happened a lot last season where you saw some teams make those miracle runs to the grand finals. But right now, there's 20 seconds left in Snowstorm. Still have yet to find a goal here in this one, and they are on their own half. Magic gonna find this one. They gotta get it down, but X-Rage gonna pop this one up here into the Snowstorm zone. It might be suffocating him here, but finally a clear comes through. Big C-Dubs, though, he cuts it off. Magic, he's going to have to make something happen here. He's going to get it by one, but LK, he's camping on the backboard. This ball's stuck here. They pop it up. Snowstorm, they need this one to go their way. LK going to find a flip, trying to kill this ball down. But it's going to stay up. LK looking for the dunk. Yukio, he keeps it high. This one, dangerous. It's floating above the net. Snowstorm, they got to get back on this one. Yukio off the backboard here. Snowstorm still at it. Magic Pep trying to take it up there, but that one going to be denied away. And Snowstorm, they had the opportunity, but couldn't find it through. And Motion, 2-0 series lead, looking to possibly pull out the brooms here and head on to Saturday night.
Yeah, pulling it out a little closer than last game. I think if you're Snowstorm, there's some stuff you can build off of here to work on this reverse sweep. First one, maybe getting a goal lead at some point. I think if they can break the ice in the Game 3 here, maybe find the first goal, maybe find something between Magic Pep and Yukio, maybe a little passing play, which we have not seen many, if any, yet from either team. Maybe break down that Motion defense and give themselves a chance moving forward.
Yeah, Biscuit and Snowstorm. Obviously, this last game was a low-scoring affair. It was a 1-0 game in favor of Motion, but Snowstorm, they only had one shot in the entire game, and, you know, said it before, I'll say it again, you're not going to win probably any games, Biscuit, where you get one shot on net.
Yeah, if you win that, you are a marvel and a man. Like,
Yeah.
one, that's 100% shooting. That doesn't happen very often. And two, you played some crazy defense after that first few second kickoff goal. That's the only way I see something like that working.
Yeah, and it's not a recipe of success here for Snowstorm. And as we head into this game number 3, hoping to avoid the brooms here is Snowstorm, and looking to keep their season, their hopes on, you know, keep them off life support here as we head into this game 3. It all comes down to this for Snowstorm. They got to come back. They got to pull off their reverse sweep. They got to start now here as we head to Utopia Coliseum, looking for opportunity here. Yukio had some good power, but the accuracy a little bit lacking there. As this one motion. Oh, LK looking for the fake, but Yukio, he's there on the goal line, just able to make that save away. As Snowstorm back out of Yukio, looking to find some demos maybe. That could be possibly a key here, Biscuit. What do you think about demos here? What do you think about the key for Snowstorm to battle back and try to get this reverse sweep?
I actually was hoping you'd bring this up. They have 2 players that are in the top 15 for demos per game in Yukio and Jex, and I have not seen many demos yet out of either of them. I really do think that could be a way that they could break down this motion defense. I mean, you as the demo aficionado for a long time here should know how just aggravating it can be for a defense, especially a strong defense, as someone who's usually been a part of those against you.
Yeah,
it can be really aggravating to get demoed. It just throws you off everything.
No, it really does. And yeah, like you said, I'm a big proponent here of demos. I've played enough seasons to be lucky enough to be second in all time in demos. So I know a little bit about the thing or two about demos, and it's definitely can be a factor here if you can put your opponent in a bad spot, get them out of their rotations, and possibly even get some space for your team through those demos. It can be huge for you and can set you up for a win possibly here. And Snowstorm, like you said, with those players that can demo the heck out of you, you need to see some of them maybe here to get back to their winning ways. But 3:15 remaining, motion on the dribble. Here comes Rage looking for the flick, but can't find it. This ball popped up high. Magic off the backboard, looking to stay with it. Going to find a flip out there, but this one shot right back on net. Big C-dubs catches the defense lacking.
And there's that midfield control again by motion, really catching Magic Pep out. He's just trying to clear the ball without much control. And Big C Dubs, as a third man myself, that is my favorite moment where they hand it to you off the backboard and you get a free look at the net. He did not disappoint. First person to score the first goal that isn't LK this series.
Yeah, and Big C Dubs, the GM here, looking to make some magic here for his team. Is this one? Oh no, he gets another one. And damn, that is a tough one to fall through there as 2-0.
And 2-0, we'll call it a educated fake by LK. As we have a few server complaints coming in. That's your territory, not mine, Mr. Owner of the league.
Yeah, it looks like things are fine. I don't see any issues with the server here. Everyone is on green ping, but they are not going for whatever reason. I'm not sure why, but looks like things are fine here as Snowstorm looking to maybe. Well, I don't know what they're trying to do here, Biscuit. Looks like they're giving up, complaining the server is an issue, and you know what? You like to see that.
I did see a blinking ping out of Pep when they were first complaining, a nice red 82-ish, so maybe there is some truth to it, not sure, but you got a game on. The weather is never going to be perfect when you're competing.
That is very true, and yeah, I don't think there's any issues here, but yeah, this is a interesting situation here in this one. Bear with us here as we try to sort this out. It looks like we're gonna have them play on here, but well, anyways, Biscuit, I guess we're carrying on here. Snowstorm maybe complained about little issues, but I mean things are fine. And motion, they did give them the 1 goal back where they apparently lagged, so it's 3-1 here with 2:17. So they're gonna play on here on this one.
Yeah, they got to play on. You got to push through. They still have time to win this. Their pings look fine. I mean, if we catch it again, maybe we talk about it, but they definitely have the opportunities here to score. They may have lost a minute between their last 2-goal deficit and this one, but there's time to do it, and I think these players are completely capable if they can just find the back of the net.
Yeah, definitely. Got to play on here. Things look solid here in that ping area, and if Snowstorm can battle back here. Here comes a double tap. LK gonna put it in 4-1 now with 1:40 left. And the motion, they are looking to get these brooms out of here as LK another insane double tap.
Oh Lord Jesus, there's a fire. LK, that was such a clean double. I was screaming in my head, but I wanted to let you ever commentate. I just could see it and feel it in my bones. He was about to put some ice on this game and possibly put it away. That's just a real stab to the heart of the quote-unquote lagging Snowstorm team.
Yeah, and that one, That one, no lag there on that one. LK put that one in the back of the net and motion. They're trying to lock this one down here. As this one going on, Magic Pep looking for the flip reset, send it off the backboard, but still a minute 20 for Snowstorm here to battle back. They can't find it though. Rage, send this one on Magic, trying to flip into that one, but it's not going to go on target here as LK looking to shoot it on net. Jex going to clear it off the side. Now they need to find 3 goals in under a minute here, and the way this series has been going, and maybe now unfortunately the mental, it's going to be very, very tough here to try to battle back.
Yeah, I'm not saying the fat lady's singing, but the mental has to be crumbled a little bit for the Snowstorm team. You complain about lag and then don't get the reset and everything. Kind of the trains come off the track a little bit after that when you're already down 2-0. It's hard to fight through that.
Yeah, it definitely is, but they're going to give it a try here as things are going. Jex can't make the connection there. This one pops up high. Yukio in the back of that Magic trying to find the read, but the time ticking away here, and this might be all she wrote here is motion. Looking like they're going to take the sweep here over Snowstorm and move on to Saturday night to take on Ascension. As this one off the backboard, Snowstorm trying to find one more, but can't make the touch there. As LK gonna try to clear this one down. Trying to find the 50, but it's not gonna go here. LK gonna take it into the net here, and that one finds it back with 5-1, and the dagger goes through. Motion gonna move on.
Yeah, sorry, they're going to move on and in dominating fashion. It really wasn't outside of game 2 close from beginning to end. Just motion coming out, showing their dominance on the game, just showing their dominance to the Snowstorm team. And Snowstorm, it's a rough look. You bounce back. I believe they're not eliminated fully, right? Or are they? I
Well,
forget.
Snowstorm is eliminated now.
So they're just gone. Yeah, so it's time for the off season. Time to get on the grind. Come back better next season. That's usually how I look at it whenever seasons have ended prematurely. And for them, you know, the Motion just looked like a better team tonight. Not gonna lie, Rockerman.
Yeah, they really did, and the addition of LK there, it really showed up there, and I mean, for motion, they've got some momentum. I mean, pun intended here for their org, the momentum org. They've got it going on here with LK. That roster, I'm on that Ascension squad who's gonna have to face up against them, and oof, that is they're looking like a scary team. I don't know how it's gonna go, Biscuit. But when you have some momentum, things can go your way, especially in the postseason.
Yeah, it can definitely go your way, and I hope to see in that match some Rockerman demo plays because I really think that's what the Snowstorm. And for once, I actually mean it because I really do think this was the Snowstorm team was missing. Just letting motion kind of be hunkered down in their net and play their style of defense. When you got a team like that, like they were phenomenal on offense, but if you watch that all back, their defense was airtight. I mean, they allowed 2 goals in 3 games. That's really good defense overall. Or 3 goals. Yeah, 2 goals. Yeah, right?
Yeah,
Maybe 3. Whatever. A very small amount of goals.
something like that.
And they were locked up in their half, and they didn't have to move because there was not many people going across the net, moving them out of their comfort zone. And I think that could be a key to taking this team on.
Yeah, definitely something to watch out for, and yeah, we're gonna have to see on Saturday night here what motion can do up against that Ascendant squad. It's gonna be a fun matchup there for sure, and ooh, I'm interested to see how it's going to turn out, but we will have to find out on Saturday. But still, Biscuit, we've got a couple more matches coming our way. We have 4 more matches actually coming our way, and coming up next here, we can talk a little bit about this matchup before we head to it. We have one of your teams here in the Wyverns here taking on the Banshees. What can you tell us? Give a little preview. You don't want to spoil too much, but give us a little preview about what we might expect coming up in a couple minutes.
I think it's going to be a really good match. I know the Wyverns team is coming in with a ton of momentum. I think they've won 5 of their last 6. If I'm wrong on that, call me a bad GM. It's fine. But they're coming in pretty hot, and I know Banshees aren't coming in the coldest. I don't think they're quite on the same amount of wins coming in. I think they start off a little hotter in the season, but I think it'll be a fun matchup. I always feel like my org has really good battles against the Graveyard Shift, just 1 through 5, all leagues I GM. So it's always exciting to see those two teams go head to head, or any two teams in combination of any league from Graveyard Shift and the Dragon Energy org. I think it's always exciting.
It definitely is, and it should be another good one. I know everyone, we got fan favorite Jaegers out on the pitch here taking on the Banshees, and again, another win or go home matchup, 9 versus 10, to see who is going to move on to Saturday night to give themselves a chance at the playoffs. So, Biscuit, appreciate you joining me here. It was fun to have you in the booth, and hopefully we can do it again sometime.
Yeah, hopefully, I'll have more time this next season. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. I'd love to see you back in the booth. And yeah, folks, with that being said, we are going to be heading to a short break. But when we come back again, we have some more crazy action. We have Wyverns taking on Banshees. It's win or go home time in the Prospect League for these two teams. A lot is on the line. Again, make sure you guys go follow the Twitch channel. Still close to that 2,000 followers mark. We're getting closer. So if you guys haven't followed, make sure you guys follow. Go use the code playoffs in Nemesis merch store. Go check it out. And yeah, with that being said, we're going to head to a short break. Wyverns, Banshees, come up next. Stick around, and I'll see you guys in a few.